away from your parents. So that's why you see for this summer, we want some of your parents, it's not compulsory, but students are given that liberty to invite their parents. And why is that interesting? They are the ones investing in you. So if there is a course that you have struggled with in time past, maybe or a course you dropped, it is easier to convince them that, hey, mom, dad, I've actually tried my best in this course, or this is how far I've gone. So the person wouldn't have maybe influenced or informed by any other factors, begin to doubt what you're saying. So they can have a look, they can peep at what you're seeing in a particular course is supposed to be. When you're going to be late in a particular submission, let's say a quiz or assignment or an exam, they can as well be alerted. So now if you're having a Edmondo account before now, you don't need to sign up anymore. Okay, all we have to do is to make sure we push you to the Babcock domain so you can enjoy the dividends of the LMS platform. Okay, so if you have not signed up before, I'm just going to do that, and then we'll get on with this within the next few minutes. So I'm going to www.edmodo.com. All right. I think this is going to load my previous session, so I need to sign out. Yeah, I was expecting that. Okay, so I'm going to sign out. Sorry, let me just sign out because I was having a class before now. Right, good. So if I try that again, edmodo.com, all right. Somebody saying Edmodo, let me just blow that so that you'll be able to see. Yeah. So this is the landing page. This is it, edmodo.com. This will bring you here. Now, if you already have an account, all you need to do is to log in. If you do not have, we're going to sign you up right away. Okay, so I'm clicking on sign up. When I click on sign up, this is what you're going to get. All right, 3 different account privileges. One is teacher's account, second one is student account, parent account. You can't sign up as a teacher because this is just like applying to be a lecturer in Babcock University with the law, with the processes and all that. And as well as a parent, they will be expecting you to supply the IDs of your kids in Babcock. So the one that is due you is student account. All right, so you just click on that student account, and then you have this. By default, Edmodo will try to suggest that you create your account using a Google Mail or using an Office 365, which is fine. Some people are trying to raise their hands. You don't need to raise your hand. If you have any questions, please just ask. One more thing, if you check the general page, we have already hit 100. Okay, so this is actually live right now on Google, so you can just move over by copying. In case you have friends who are trying to come in, just drop sorry about that, just drop that, and you'll be able to do justice to that. So the link is right here looking at you. So that is to that. If you have any question, try as much as possible to also be there. Okay, so I'm back to what I was doing. All right, so I was talking about how to create your account. So let's just quickly begin with that. First name, your own name. So I'm just going to use this name called John. Last name equivalent to your surname. Zainab, you're raising your hand. I just made an announcement concerning that. Let's be careful. Okay, for class code, this class code is what your lecturers are going to send to you. So you don't need to memorize any class code because different classes will have different class codes. All right, different classes are going to have different class codes. So at every point in time, you are going to get that. Please do not run ahead of yourself. Every single thing I am going to explain. All right. For username, I prefer that your username right now be your matric number, something like 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, something like this. Okay. Instead of using a / that I know that okay. All right. It's going to flag red because of the special character. You can use a hyphen or you can use an underscore just to make sure that is possible. Your email should be preferably Babcock University student email. Okay, it should look something like this: Babcock student 547 at babcock.edu.ng. All right, something like this, but with your name and stuff. So, but for the sake of this class that we're having, we have created a Gmail just to make sure everybody gets that. Of course, you supply your password. The password you're given, please, should not be the password to this email. All right, it shouldn't be for this email. It should be the password for Edmodo. Now there is a guide meter here that tells you how strong your password is. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a very long password, but a combination of letters, caps lock, numbers, and special characters, of course, will give you a great deal to securing your account more. Now, for the sake of this training, I will be toggling between a student account and a lecturer account just to give you a feel of how things work out. So I'm going to jump over to my lecturer account. Let me just get there. Just hold on a sec. All right. So home. Okay. So this is my lecturer account. Okay. I have several of those classes. Let me just do my class management so that you can see. So your lecturers, this is what they will be doing. They will be creating classes and they will be sending you class codes. Okay. So let me just create one class right away, and I'm going to learn the class VAS Edmodo training. This class is for 400 level accounting. I'm just using that. Okay, let me just say VAS students so that I have to be specific. VAS students. It is a core course addressing conflict. Okay, management. Okay, let me just say management. The major objective is to make students become reputable managers. Okay, and so on and so forth. The person can just, your lecturers definitely will describe this, and then they can even add Babcock University, things like this. And I'm going to just put a hashtag here, just to make sure that is trending. So I can add things like GDS 107, maybe my name, yeah. Okay, that's a lecturer, so let me just put that. Okay, so because BU is having that, they have from their start school down to their PG. So I'm just going to make this a computer tech class. So I can leave that and then say create. When your lecturer creates, they don't need, you wouldn't be aware, but what they will send to you is what they call class code, this class code here. Every single class is going to have a different code, and okay. Somebody is asking a very important question. Maybe I need to answer. How do you get the student email? Please send an email to Babcock University ICT unit. I'm very, very sure within a few minutes you'll get your email activated. But if you have it already, but you cannot have access to it, for the sake of what we're doing, you can sign up with your student account. With your personal account. And then later on, we can now add Babcock University student email account as a secondary email. Okay, so all right. So let's see how it goes. So this is a form which I'm going to drop right now. I'm going to put this in the chats. I'll copy that. Put that in the chats. I'll put this in the chat right away. I think Chumendo, thank you for answering that. I think there's a form ongoing, but that is okay. Class code. Now, please, I am dropping that class code severally. All right, to everybody. Sorry, I sent that to Babcock University. Don't worry about that. Class code, and just say class code. All right, so I've dropped it again for everybody to see. Now, this is a class code that you will use to supply here. If there's no class code here, Edmodo wouldn't want you to sign up without at least telling us the university and of course the class you want to join. So this create account will not come alive until I drop a valid class code. So this is how that will work, and then you are in. That is for new users, those who are signing up. But if you already have an account, yours is going to be a little bit different. You don't need to re-sign up. All you have to do is follow what I'm about to do right away. Okay, so this is how your page will look like when you sign in, because you already have some classes you've been taking either from last semester, previous years. You will see those classes if your lecturers are here to archive them. So right where your classes are, you see dots, dot, dot. These three dots is just an extended menu. All right. So when you click on it, you see join class right there. All right. Join class. Join class. I'm just going to drop the class code that I created for you, so you can as well do the same. So once you say join, you are in. Now, if your class, if your lecturer has unlocked this class, it means you will not get a message like you have been put on a queue waiting approval. Okay, but since this is a training, I'm opening that class for anybody to join, and you can see this is the class that we have just created. More the description that we gave is there. Okay, so you're free to sign up now. Please join that classroom using that code immediately. Your lecturers will send codes for different classes to you. All right, so as a student in this class too, I can see my classmates, and this is fantastic because many of you are already signing up. Coca, please make sure the name you're using to sign up is the name that officially school would know you for. All right. So while we are signing up, you realize that at this other end, your lecturer immediately will be notified that you have joined the class. Okay, so let me just do that. You can see Margaret. I can see as a lecturer that Margaret joined. I can see that David or Remade joined. I can see that Coca joined. Marvelous, and then a lot of people. So from here, we will begin to see if any of you decide to connect your parents, which we'll see on your page there. Of course, the parents' account will be here. Okay, so that is how to create your account. All right. And that's it. Okay, so but while you are joining, there are some settings that I would like you to pay attention to. And if you can, let me just blow this so that all of us can have a better feel. Now, I need you to understand that you don't necessarily have to be on your laptop to use Edmondo. Okay, you don't necessarily, as a matter of fact, you don't necessarily have to be on a web browser to have access to Edmondo. Edmondo is available as a mobile app on every app store. Okay, so you can just search for Edmondo. How would you know? You're going to see this icon here. It's going to be letter E with yellow background. That's how you know you're having the right thing. iPhone, Android, whatever generic phone, smartphones you're having, download that. The same login that worked here will work there. And if you add a class web browser, anything happens, you just continue from where you stopped. Okay, now the other settings that will make you to enjoy this seamlessly is that if you move over to this place where you're supposed to have your profile picture, you will see there just very close to the extreme of your browser. Underneath where you have minimize, maximize, and of course closing your web browser, you see there, just click on it. All right. Edmondo gives you that ability to define your own environment, like to define what happens in your learning environment. So if you click on profile, I can further define the kind of connections that will be coming to me. So you realize that at a point in time, students from outside the country will begin to link up to you because Edmondo is not just peculiar to BU. So when you graduate from Babcock and move over to a higher degree where they still use that, a lecturer in that school can see your academic history and how you learn, your learning profile. Okay, so when you have, how do you like to learn? I mean, listening. Some will say I prefer hands-on, more cartoons, drag and drops, and the rest. Whereas the hands-on, you may be getting more like games and puzzles. Of course, for listening, it is expected that instructions you'll be the one to be reading and all that. So me, I personally prefer to have visuals as my preference. Okay. Now for the other one, so let me just select that career goal. All right. So you see quite a lot of career goals. Computer, if you are interested in computers, you need to let somebody know what your interest is. So right now, I'm not going to say I am interested in becoming an economist. Okay. So now people that will be sent to me connections that I'm going to be getting will be professional people in economics. Okay, so you can be the one to define what exactly suits the way you want to learn. So if you have done that, of course, you can view your progress and then view your teacher's schedules, when to meet them, e.g. when you say schedule, I'm telling you exactly when to come on board. You can see other persons that are also coming in here. So you don't start calling your lecturer when the person has already told you I'm going to be having a class 1 to 2. All right. So when I click on this, again, I'm going over to settings. I'm going over to settings. I will click on settings. When settings comes out, automatically your personal information is already there. All right. When your personal information comes out, all you have to do is scroll down, 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 down. You'll see time zone. Let me explain why I'm saying set your time zone. All right. Set your time zone to universally coordinated time. If you set it to universal coordinated time, which is the UTC, the reason why I'm advising you to use UTC is simple. Some of your lecturers will not be teaching you within from within the shores of this country. Some of them will be teaching you from outside the country. So how do you now balance the timing? All right. So if the person is posting something like at 3 a.m. over there, which is maybe like our own 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. here, you will be alerted at when your lecturer has expected you to get the alert. All right. So if your lecturer is going to be teaching you from within, the person may just decide to select GMT +1 and all that. But for you as a student, please put this on UTC and then save. Don't worry, mine is trying to confirm that I'm the one that is making that changes. And that is why I'm saying confirm. All right, so your settings has been saved. Another setting that I need you to pay attention to is notification. If you don't put this, it may become a little bit somehow when you start getting emails that you didn't really know you are the one that left them there. When you click on notifications, still within the same setting, you will see email, you will see push. Let me explain email. Email is what would they send to your email here? Okay, you begin to see samples. When your assignment is due, they should tell you. When a quiz is due, they should tell you. So if I turn this off, it means they should not send me emails about assignment getting due and all that. But I like this to come in. All right. So you can just take a look at what is happening here. Know the one, like you have a reply to a note, somebody likes a note, you may want to turn this off so it doesn't have to pile up, your email and all that. So you can turn some things off. For push up notifications, this will work best in your app. So if you set this right, pop-up notification will begin to happen on the app that you saved on your phone, just like any other social media platform. Okay, so you pay attention to that. So that is how to set this up, and you are ready to move into your first class. Okay, so as a student now, let me see if I have some of my classmates still coming on board. That's very nice. I can still see some of you. All right, I'm viewing you as a student, so I can always go back and view as a lecturer. Before your lecturers come on board, before your lecturers bring you on board, they will prepare the environment for you. All right, with things like this. Let me just give you an example. This is my teacher's account. I'm going to do something because of our time, so I don't have to retype this whole thing. Okay, let me just say post. Your lecturer would have given you something like a welcome note. This is 107. Conflict management. Hey, managers. The address you either SARS or MAS, whatever it is. Okay, so you see that there, and then let's see how that works. So I'm just going to post. All right, I'm going to post. All right, now your lecturer has made a post. If you have set yours correctly, you will be alerted immediately. So let me go over, this is my student account. So let me just refresh that. Okay, let me just refresh that as a student. Let me see. I think I'm at the mercy of my local network right now. Let me see what will happen. Okay, I was expecting that. Okay, let me quickly just go back in my student 547. So, okay, and I am back in. All right, so under the posts inside this class, you realize that this is already out. So I can easily come here. Oh, my lecturer said something, I like this. Let me even make a comment as a student. So if you're seeing this on your own post, you can as well make your own comment. So let me just say, thank you, sir. I am so ready for this. Okay. All right, I'm so ready for this. So when I make that comment, as many of you are trying to do now, you realize your lecturer will be alerted that a particular student has made. Look at this. John Babcock replied. So I can stay here and then know exactly what look at this. Thank you. I'm so ready for this. Oh, this is as a lecturer about that. I can't wait to have you in my class. All right. So I'm replying as a lecturer now. So the students at the other side will also be alerted that, hey, your lecturer just replied your posts and so on and so forth. So that is how that is going to happen. Oh, what happened right there? Okay. All right. So this is here. Hey, managers, replied me and all that. Okay. Ogumbawale, I can see what you just dropped. That which is fine. I look at the one that my lecturer just replied, which is fine. So I as a student can even say something about nice. I'm trying to reply as a student to this particular student that said something. Okay, so that's how that is going to be happening. So if your lecturer wants to have a class here, they can easily drop a note and then expect you to say something at the end of it. They will tell you exactly what to do. Okay, let me see. All right, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so now that is how you are going to be having this. So if the person is on Zoom and also on Edmodo, just the way we are doing, I can begin to emphasize and explain what I'm having here if I don't want to typeset. Okay, so but understand that from time to time, your lecturers will take attendances. All right, they will take their attendance records in a class. So normally attendance in a physical class is going to take 10 minutes. So the person will tell you, hey, I'm going to allow attendance for 20 minutes or for 10 minutes or for whatever number of minutes that the person is going to give you. Now, if you miss the attendance real time, that doesn't mean you miss the whole class. There are several reasons, within these shorts that may give somebody headache not to meet up with attendance, e.g. devices, MB issue, network failure, and the rest. But of course, we are having this real time, and I believe that is not always the case. Okay, so as a lecturer, I'm going to set what is it called again? An attendance. Let me just show you how that works. So I'm typing that. This is a class that I just had in the morning. So I'm going to borrow what I typed, and then I will schedule this particular attendance records. Okay, so please, for the sake of what we are doing, do your attendance. All right, so this is 1 to 2 p.m. class, I guess. All right, mark presence, so on and so forth. So I will say post. Now, immediately you get this, you know that you have the person's class by 1 to 2. So it is expected that you will be on board by 1 to 2. So as a student, once the attendance comes out, of course, I'll be alerted that my lecturer has posted an attendance. Look at it right here. It's there. Okay, managers. Okay, I don't think it's that one. Let's see. Okay, it's there. It's out. Look at it here. Okay, so I can just, I like this. This is seamless. Let me just say present, sir. Please make sure you are replying under the session that asks you to reply. You can't just enter a class and then start posting, because your lecturer will remove what you're doing. And every participation you do on this platform is graded automatically under your progress. You see how many times you have replied, how many times you commented, and of course so on and so forth. So please, I will wait for you right now to take your attendance sharply. All right, so feel free and comment on this particular one that you are seeing here. All right, so if you are hearing the sound of my voice and you're on Zoom, you can do that. If you're on YouTube, I am sorry you are late. That's why you may not be able to do. But you can still be on your Edmondo and comment. Trust me, it will come in here and I will mention your name, of course. Okay, so this is an example. This is my lecturer page. Let me see if some of you. Oh, great! We are already having a whole lot of attendances. Okay, John said present. I'm fine. I can say this is maybe I know Remade, and then the person told me he or she's traveling. Like I said, hey, how was your trip? How was your trip? I can make this a private chat, and I can as well make it very open. I can even ask, how are you feeling now? Just to make sure I'm free with my student. I can do all that. So thank you for taking the attendance records. That's how that happens. So if your lecturer prefers to remove that after 10 minutes, that becomes like the attendance for the class. But it does not stop you from participating from whatever that is going to happen next. So I keep on saying that. Okay, somebody's saying, Joshua, you joined the class late. Can you mark the attendance? Yeah, why not? Go ahead. But I'm just saying, if your lecturer has left the attendance for you to mark, just go ahead and do that. Okay, that is awesome. Thank you for your question. Now, if that has happened, let me share with you another wonderful thing that happens on Edmondo. You don't need to pursue any lecturer for things like lesson notes, reading material, textbooks, and the rest. There is something called library. You will see it as folder in your own. In fact, you're going to be seeing as a student, let me show you here. You're going to be seeing two things. This is my student account. You're going to be seeing folder. You're going to be seeing backpack. I'll be explaining backpack very soon. So, but let me just explain folder right away. Folder is your library for that particular course. So it then means whatever the lecturer wants you to see as a lecturer. Let me give an example. I'm going to share a library right now for your class. So let me just say, I wanted to see past questions, practice questions and all. Okay, let me use this ethical hacking. I think I've been using this for virtually everybody. So I can say share. Share with who? Let me just locate your class. V. Okay, yeah, there you are. So I say, that's it. Share whatever that is inside that folder. It could be a movie, it could be a PPT, PowerPoint, it could be Word, it could be curriculum, whatever it is, you're going to have access to it. So once I say done, on your page, you are going to have this available on your page. Let me just show you how that works. This is my student account, right? If I go to folder right now, you realize that the folder that my lecturer just shared for this class is there. So it is imperative that you know that you can't indict a lecturer now by saying you didn't share anything when you yourself you have not checked your library to make sure that truly the person is yet to share or has shared. So if I open this, you begin to see the list of materials, whatever length of material. The person can even have a folder within a folder that is at the discretion of your lecturer. So that is how that works. For now. So to move ahead to make sure we cover and reach where every other person has gotten to, I am going to set an assignment right now. I will set an assignment, and that assignment is very, very simple. Let me see if I have any other one to see. Okay. All right, so let me just say create an account, create an assignment. So I'm creating an assignment for you. So let me say I'm going to call these types search algorithms. All right, so I can say here in not more than 2 pages, write brief briefly, I think that's spelling, on search types and give example. Now emphasize and say, do not forget to, okay. All right. So I can attach things to this assignment like videos, like extra materials that I want you to read and summarize if that's what I want. So your lecturers can do that. And then let's just assign this to your class. And I need you listening to me to please do this assignment. All right, do this assignment. Let's just set a time. I think I selected a Friday. Yeah. So if it's Friday, because of Sabbath hours, I wouldn't want it in the night. So I would want maybe like 4 p.m. Log this, and of course, whatever grade you have in this assignment should be added to your CA. So that's what you have there. And then voila, it has been assigned. So your lecturer has given an assignment. You as a student on your own side, this is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to see. That's it right there. So this is the assignment my lecturer gave. Now let me just show you another feature that is very, very interesting in Edmodo. Now, when you start having list of classes, multiple classes, they are going to give you, different assignments. It is somehow almost not, palatable to start checking one by one. Instead, you are going to have what they call planner right here. What this planner does is to arrange all the assignments that you have. It will begin to appear. So you know exactly, let me move to home so that I can show you how that works. In my home, it's going to be arranging them this way, according to which one is to expire next. So you begin to see things like this. All right, upcoming. This is the planner that is doing it. Okay, so you begin to see them right here. In fact, if I enter a particular class, it's going to arrange for me in that particular class the assignment that is inside. So if I don't have an assignment, this will be clear. So this is the assignment that I have in this class. So I can click here, or I can just say open. Another question that came in our morning session was, what if you have so many comments in your class? Your lecturer can pin this assignment right away. Like, it can pin it so that there is no other posting that will go above it. But for you as a student, go here, sometimes say filter by assignment. All right, that will take off any other thing. Look at this. Even the attendance that was posted is out completely, and it's just showing me only assignment, just to make sure I'm not missing out in anything. So I will now say open. So even if you don't do that, latest post, that is the last thing that was posted. Okay, so for the sake of this training, please just do that assignment. The assignment doesn't have to be correct. Just type something, which is what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so when you say open, this is the instruction in the assignment that you have been asked to do. This is the title of the assignment. Now, you don't necessarily have to be on your laptop to do an assignment. You can be on the way and an urgent assignment just came out. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Look at create. You see create here, and then you see attach here. All right, so create, what will create give you? These are the features. You can type just the way you do your text, all right? Type straight using your smart device, or like what we have been given, they say 2 pages. So I'm assuming that is going to be a Word. Of course, you know the taste of your lecturer, so mostly it's going to be in Word format. So I'm just going to click this Word format. This Word format is not on my phone, but it will allow me to use the Microsoft Word over the internet. I don't have to install it to do that. So if I click on that Word, I'll be able to do my assignment. Even while in the car, I'm traveling, I can still do my assignment. Now, when an assignment comes out, I need to say this. Do not wait till the end of, do not wait till the due date before you start submitting your assignment. Okay, it means from the time you see that assignment to the due date, you can turn in those assignments. So you have this over the internet. So I can say name, my name is John Babcock. All right, matric, what's my matric? 12/1234, something like that. Lecturer, actually, this is what you guys know. This is what you do before now. but I'm going to say this is not really necessary. The reason why it's not necessary is this. You already have this thing, the Microsoft Word over the online, tagging you and paging it to the name or the title of that assignment. So you can see types of search algorithms, John Bap or your name. So repeating all these ones, once I say turning, it knows exactly whom to go to. All right, so that's why I said, while I may add my matric number, the rest may not be necessary. So I can now come here. You can now type what you found out from your research, okay? And then when you're done, you can put your references clearly. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so I can now say, just reference. Babcock is using upper style, so I'll try and make that 2020. Then I can just say search types, examples. All right, this is just like, I can say blah, blah, how that ends and all that. Okay, so when I'm ready, I can easily turn this in. All right, so I'll just click on turning. Okay. I've clicked on my turning, I'm trying to turn in my assignment, and we wouldn't want you to, submit by error. So the dialog is just trying to make sure that you're about to submit an assignment, which is I say, yeah, go ahead, turn in that assignment, and then you'll be informed that that assignment is on its way to meet your lecturer. Your lecturer, wherever the person is, will be notified that you have submitted an assignment. All right, so this is my lecturer's account. I can see that Tafa submitted, John Babcock submitted. So that's exactly Tafa. I'm very much impressed with your speed, which is fine. But one question now kept on resurfacing, and that is, what if you have submitted an assignment and all of a sudden you are beginning to see that, hey, you just found a new article that if you had used it, it will give you more mark than the one you have submitted. Edmondo allows you to submit multiple versions of your assignment. So far, this date is still open and the time is still open. Okay, so I can come here and say resubmit. But when you submit multiple versions, see the interesting part, your lecturer does not see the old ones. He's going to see that latest one first before the old one. So if the person wants to grade the old ones, they can still go back and say, you know what, I'm going to read everything that you have said, and then maybe grade the second one, which I feel is still better. If the person has all the time in the world. Okay, so I'm just going to say click on resubmit. Instead of me using this, I've already demonstrated how this works over an online word processor. I'm going to use attach. When I click attach, you will see file from your computer. That's very simple. From your PC, I already have that file attached. From my document, I can upload that. From a link, maybe is an online, some lecturers will say, give us articles, download articles and put the links. I can put those 20 links right here. All right, from backpack, just the way the name implies. When I do an assignment, I can add that assignment in my backpack. Take for example, if I'm giving you this assignment now in 100 level or 200 level, when you get to 400 level, there may be a course that all of a sudden we want to give you something very near to this. You can go to your backpack and say, you know what, I have this thing in my backpack, 600 level, let me just pick that up from my backpack. So to demonstrate how that works, I'm just going to go from my system here, and then I'm going to say document, just give this person this. Okay, and then just say attach this. All right, and then boom, turning assignment. That is how you do your assignment. That is how you do your assignment. Okay, so at this level, permit me to move over to your lecturer account and see how that is going to work. At the end of this class, I'm going to put frequently asked questions in an animated form, so you can also see, in case you are joining us late, to see what you can click on. So this is my lecturer account. So let me just refresh that and see how that works. Posts, yeah. Tell me what is happening. Okay, so far so good. We have 8 submissions. Please let me tell you something more interesting. You cannot lie that you did not see the assignment. Once that assignment hits your portal and you saw it, your lecturer will know that you saw it. Okay, so please, they can from time to time send a reminder to you personally. But once the time to submit an assignment has elapsed, that submit button, this open button automatically goes numb. It becomes disabled, except your lecturer, out of trying to reach out to you, maybe the person knows that you have a particular case, can now reopen your window. So let me just see. I want to grade some of these assignments. Yeah, this is an example of what I was talking about. So I can see Promise Abu viewed. Olasubomi, I know you viewed, but you have not turned in yet. You look at this. So a song has not viewed. So Akiloye, you viewed. You begin to see that. So let me just see if I can grade those that are in here. So let me start with the one that I submitted. Okay, look at this. With this latest revision is trying to inform me that this is the last one, the last copy that the student submitted. But if I say show me all revisions as a lecturer, down over here, see the very first one he typed online. So I may decide to read it too and then say, you know what, John, I think the first one is still better, or I can just open this one anywhere. I don't have to be on my system to be able to grade you. So this is exactly what this person submitted. I can say, well, this is great. And let me say I'm going to give you 8.5 and then tell you, hey, John, you forgot to reference, okay? You forgot to reference, okay? Reference your work, okay? You forgot to reference your work. Now, those of you that are raising your hand, it seems you were not here when the instruction was given. If you have anything to say, use the chat room. Okay, you can send that directly to me. If it's reasonable enough, I will answer you. If you want to pull me back or come in late, that will be much more later. So I'm going to just save this grade, and wherever this student is right now, will be informed. So even when I come here and highlight, say I disagree, the person will see the ones I am disagreeing with. So let me just grade the next person, which is Adukodri. Adukodri, yours is in. Open what you submitted. All right. So that's how Adukodri. So I will say I'm going to ask Adukodri possibly to say resubmit, or I can do that. I can say, okay, well, over 10. Let me give you 6. Your assignments seem incomplete. Okay. All right. And so on and so forth. So that's how you grade that. That's how you grade that. This person, Ahmed, for the sake of my training, I'm going to ask you to resubmit just to make sure you get that. And this is how it works. I can just say, kindly resubmit. I know you can do better. So wherever this student is now, wherever Ahmed is now, Ahmed is going to get a notification that your lecturer has asked you to resubmit whatever it is that you submitted. Okay, so that's basically how that goes. And okay, so let me see you can see the person is being informed that he or she is to get. Now look at Margaret is still showing that you're still doing your assignment, which is a draft, and I can see it from here. All right, this person done. Jessica, let me use Jessica's one. I think Jessica Anoziem. Let me see if I can see Jessica. Let me just create Jessica, and then we'll be moving over to quiz right away. Okay, I can say, hey, this is great. Okay, let me say 9.5. I'll say this is awesome. Something like that. Keep it up. And then wherever that student is, Jessica, you can just drop a message on the page underneath the assignment to also say you got your grade. I just want to be sure that works. So this is my student account now. Once I am graded, once my lecturer grades my my assignment or my quiz, you will be notified. Look at this, my notification is already there. You are graded 8.5 over 10. All right, 8.5 over 10, and look at it in the assignment too. So if my lecturer made a comment in the one I submitted, he highlighted some things, I can still view it, but look at my grade. So that's how that works. So to find out, my progress so far in all the things I've been doing, if you move over to classes, you see what they call progress. Look at it here. Let me do that again. Where this menu is, you can just hover over it. You see classes. This is progress. So I want to find out, your parents as well. Look at this. These are all the courses I'm doing for summer. And this is the one that my lecturer just graded, which he gave me 8.5. Being the only assignment over 100 that I have, that is 85% because I got 8.5. Okay. The batches, lecturers can give batches and then attach marks to those batches. That's how that works. Okay. So for the sake of what we're doing, let me say it again. Just submit that assignment. Make sure you do. Anuzim, I can see that you've replied. That's very fantastic. Okay. So now, because of our time, I am moving over to quiz. So when you get quizzes, when you get mid-semesters maybe that may come in here, how will you reply that? I'm just going to send one quiz right away and then expect you to do that. Vas, yeah, this is you. This is you. So let me just create a quiz. Right before you create a very simple quiz. Oh, come on. All right, so quiz, I'm just going to say Vas quiz 1. I'm going to say, just try this to get a feel. All right. All right, Edmondo has every type of question, every question type, fill in the gap, essay, rearrange, matching, multiple, single choice, multiple choice. Single choice, simply you have only one answer. Multiple choice means you can have three correct answers within one. So I'm just going to say this question. Let me see. Let me just use that as multiple question, and I will say multiple choice. Which of these which of these options, sorry, so my best defines now. Okay, I can come here and say score sheet of EPL. Animal place or thing. And Wall Street. Okay. And then I can add one more just to make it, I say all of the above. All right. Come on. All right. So let me just set this as the answer and then also give 10 points to this one. So let me just assign this to you. All right. Assign. Oh, come on, I've already clicked on sign. Okay. Assign, yeah. Okay, select dates. Let me just put this for tomorrow. And I can say let it be due at 7 in the morning, depending. Okay, I just want to set the date and the time. 7 in the morning. Lock after due date. I just want to give you 5 minutes to try that. Should you see the results? No, because that will leak the questions. Then randomize the options and the questions. Okay, just to, and then add it to your C as well. So I'll say assign. So wherever you are, just try out the quiz on your Edmondo to see how that works. So let me move over to my student account and see if that quiz is out. All right. So I'll say folder. Sorry, if I even go into my folder, I just want to refresh this. I can also once in a while come here and say arrange by quizzes. Maybe I'm missing out in something. Permit me to refresh this because of network. All right, so okay, that's the quiz right there. Okay, quiz right there. Take quiz in my planner. Definitely, my planner will soon be adding this. So I just want to say take quiz this way. All right, click on take quiz. I can open, the quiz and say, this is a question. I'm free to, this is single select. That's why it's not allowing me to select multiple. If your lecturer has said multiple, that will be it. I may want to submit this. I'm not sure. I can still return and then check. But let me just submit this. All right, so I'll say submit. And then you have it. You have been done. If I move over to my quiz right now, automatically my grade will be there. So I don't have to start waiting for anybody. Look at this. I got 10 over 10 in that quiz. Okay, so and as well, they must have sent me a notification of what I got in the quiz. If I check my class progress over here, which is my class, the progress here, you will see automatically that it's adding to my CA. 8.5 plus 10 over 100, so that's where we are. So that is majorly what you will be expected to do. Once you start having classes, your list of classes will start piling up, like this. And then if you're having anything due, this is how it's going to appear. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been given 1 hour to do this. Let me see if I have any questions here. And then we'll be ending with that. So you can do the quizzes, you can do the assignment. Somebody saying, is it compulsory to use Zappok account? I think I've addressed that. Download Edmondo app, then you use, okay. Those are not questions, those are just comments. Okay. I think this is just more like chats that you guys are having. Okay, yeah, let me just do one more. Once in a while, your lecturer will do this. Okay, just to find out. I use it all the time just to find out how my students are feeling. How was your training this afternoon? Training this afternoon. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me do that. I want to create a poll. Those of you that are doing the test, I can see what you're doing. That is fantastic. Okay, so keep doing you. I appreciate. Okay, so the lecturer will want to say something like a poll. Sorry, I was doing that from the student account. That's why it didn't work. So let me just create a poll and then say, how was this? I'll say excellent. I need more. You need to answer this so that that's like I got lost. You can say it's all right. Sorry, that just disappeared. I don't know where that just went to. Wow, I have to retype that. Okay, sorry. It's all right, but I got lost. Third one, and what I say is all right. I will try everything. And then the next one, let me just sound the way some of my students, jokingly, they teach me a lot of slangs. God help us, so something like that. And then I'm going to push this to you. All right, so that is the end. It's 2 p.m. and I would like you to just take a vote. If I refresh, take a vote there, and then tell me how far you have tried. And God will bless you. After this, when I leave the Zoom, I'm going to drop some click-on materials for those who joined us late. You can just go over there and see how to turn in an assignment and also how to create, how to take your quizzes. So this is me signing out. I would like to stop sharing my screen now. And thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being so nice. Okay. All right, so I will just unmute you for the sake of unmuting and then make sure that everybody participated. So, guys, say goodbye. Signing out. If you have any question, always visit that page for Training It to be open till Friday. All right, have a great day.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much.
That's a question. When I cruise, guys, when I come out.
That's not finished. Anything else?